Hey everybody, thank you for showing up to Marty and the Mystery Box. So I didn't get to you guys live last night because I didn't feel very well. I guess I got a cold. But let's continue. This is going to be page 4 of the story of Marty and the Mystery Box. So then the box stopped glowing. He drove around the corner, parked his car, and looked at the box as he was slowly sipping his coffee. The box was plain, like an Amazon box with a cross symbol on it. The phone rang. Rose came up on the call display. So I answered it. She replied, I hope you're bringing my lunch. Fuck, I muttered in my mind. What other bullshit can happen today? So, because I was at Tim Hortons already, I went inside and reordered a BLT and iced cappuccino and drove to her work. She was a window designer in a big office. Very nice to people, sometimes a bitch, who knows that day. We had lunch, kissed, and then I left. Finally, enough time to solve the box problem, I muttered in my mind. So I decided to go home. As I got home, I took the elevator, went to my apartment. The dogs greeted me, licked me all over. I said, "Calm down, calm down." As I proceeded to put the coffee machine on and the TV, I realized I left the box in the car on my passenger side. So I looked at my watch and it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, "Oh wow, I got time to watch Two and a Half Men." So I relaxed and just laid down on the couch, waiting for Rose to come home. Rose came home after dinner. It was pretty late. It got nighttime. So I said, Rose, what would you like for dinner? She said, Can you order Chinese? I said, Absolutely. Excuse me. So we had Chinese for supper, quietly sat down, got along great. 8 p.m. turned around, and Project One Runway turned on the TV. As Rose began to watch it, she said, Bear, can you walk the dogs, please? I said, Yeah, absolutely, I will. So then, as I was getting Kelsey ready to be walked, she started crazy barking around the house. That's all normal. Same old shit. So I got the dog ready, went downstairs in the elevator, went outside, started walking the dogs. As I was looking at my CUDA, I noticed something weird. So as I pulled the dogs towards the car, I noticed the box was gone. I went, oh my God, why? As I finished the walk, I went upstairs and asked Rose, have you seen a strange looking box in the passenger side of my car? She goes, absolutely, I did. I took it right when I got home from work. I didn't want to get it stolen. I said, okay. Do you remember yesterday morning? She said, no. I said to myself, I think I need a drink. You don't remember the box, everything on the road? She goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Then suddenly the phone rang. It displayed the devil. I answered, hello, Ange. Before I could get word in, she just bitched and nagged and said, where's my money? Where's my money? As I looked up on the ceiling, I looked at myself and said, God, why now? Why? I said, Angela, once I'm done doing the case and everything, I'm going to confirm $67 million is coming to you from the old age clinic. The man you dated, Frank, left it to you. So far, I have done a search and I found out you knew Frank for 4 weeks, and on the fourth week, you signed him out. He went to your house, he had dinner, and unfortunately, he died. And you called the paramedics. So let me do a bit more research, and then the money should be yours. And then Ange just scowled off the phone and said, whatever, and hung up. And then I continued just to look in the air and say, what else is this day going to bring? So that was the end of page 4. Now, all I got to say is, I can't believe the Blue Jays lost. That's nuts. I know everybody's thinking they should have won. They got called out wrong when the ball got stuck underneath the thing. And I agree with you in a way, the ball got stuck. So okay, we'll let it go as that. Maybe they doing some research and all that, what's going on right now on the internet saying it's unfair, everybody's unfair. Um, Here I go again. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can email me at martyinthemysterybox.com at gmail.com. I'm sorry. And could you please subscribe? I personally like that. And then when my book gets actually in my hand, what I'm going to do is all the subscribers I get, I'll put their name in a hat, probably this hat, and I'll pull one name out. and then I'll contact the person because I'll know if you subscribed. I'll say your name live online, and then you can email me personally, and I will send you a book signed with my first copy ever made, ever actually produced in the world. And then who knows, maybe it will go stardom, maybe not. But it is a cool book. Um, Even if you get it for free and you win it and you read it and you really like it, I'd really like your feedback. That'd be great. Um, again. So we're gonna go into um, uh, we are going to go into another character, Angela, the bitch from hell. That's what we're going to start with. Um, so here we go. Angela isn't your average woman. She walks into a room and owns it. Not with loud words, but with quiet power. She's successful, stylish, and knows exactly what she wants and who to control. Secretly, she works at the Hilltop Manor and tries to get rich men just to come out and see her. She thinks of it as a game. By day, Angela works high real estate professional, sells dreams, mansions, condos, lakefront getaways. She's known how to close a deal with a smile, dismissive, toughest buyer in our town. But behind this, that charming razor sharp mind, strangely always running in the background by night, at least part time, she's been working shifts at Hilltop Manor, taking care of all the seniors. Some say she's just like the connections, others say it's more calculated, and after all, wealthy older men live there. Widowers, retired investors, lonely men with very, very deep pockets. Angela isn't shy about her ambitions. She often whispers about circles as a gold digger. The truth is, she doesn't mind. In fact, she leans into it. She wears designer heels, drives a luxury car, and she didn't buy them herself. Let's not say any other words how she got them, but everything in her world has a price, and she always comes out ahead. Ahead. She's pretty, very pretty, kind of the pretty that makes you lower your guard, kind of pretty that hides the fact that Angela is 10 steps ahead of you in any conversation. To the outside world, she's polished perfection. But those who really know her, she's a bitch, an evil demon from hell. You see a woman who climbed every ladder to seduce every opportunity to sleep their way up to the top, trail broken hearts and empty wallets behind her. Angela's not evil, she is the devil. She just plays the game better than most. The bitch from hell would drain you dry. So that's about Angela. Really pretty, really sexy, very smart, but never made a dime on her own. She made a dime through all the other people's pockets. But I think she's a cool character, and I think you'll find more about that in the books. And I can only say, I will see you next Saturday, 6 o'clock. And I hope you tune in. You have any questions, remember, Marty in the mystery box at gmail.com. I'd love to answer, and there'll be a draw with all the people. I'll put your name in a hat, pull it out, and I will send you the first copy signed by me. Thank you, and take care from Marty in the mystery box.